Hey guys, it's Cugsley, and welcome back to an unusual video, I suppose. So, you might be wondering, well, either this is Dreams and someone's finally done it and remade the entire LBP game in Dreams, or this is actually LBP, which it is. This is Little Big Planet 3, for those of you who may not know, which is objectively far inferior to LBP2, but let's not get into that conversation, right? But, yeah, so you might be wondering, well, why am I on here, right? This isn't Dreams. Is it even SCP related? Yes, it is. It's right there. Oh, what are the odds? So recently I was getting together with some friends, right, who I haven't talked to in years, and I came onto LBP to kind of, I guess, bring back some memories. And while I was on here, it was brought to my mind that this was the first time I ever really made something SCP-like. In total, before this there was nothing else. LBP was what got me into creating. LBP2 was more of just kind of like small projects, and then LBP3 and its 16 layers, although glitchy, did definitely, kind of jumpstart me into where I am now. So, I thought that, hey, I'm not really working on anything right now. Well, I'm working on something, but nothing for you guys, because all of it's boring. So, I thought to myself, well, it's been about a week since I've uploaded. What can I make? And I remembered this. So, I thought I would kind of show you guys my first SCP game and see kind of where I started. And while I start this up, it's really cool that I made this before I made anything else, SCP wise, because it really helped me kind of get an idea of how to make something like this. So this is the old menu. I still don't know what's wrong with the cameras. There's a zoom out effect, but only with these two ones here. If you do load game, it's perfectly fine. I don't know why. Even if you spam it, that's weird. But either way, though, yeah. So this is what you have. I tried recreating the original music. It's okay. And there's even a loading screen with some text at the bottom. I added the loading screen in for purely aesthetics. There's really no reason why that's needed. It's cool until it, takes a long time to load because it's randomized. So it could take a minute, could take 2 seconds. No one knows. So we're about to go in the game here, and back then this could be likened to some of the very early updates in the actual SCP Containment Breach's game kind of upload history. So in the original SCP Containment Breach, the computer version, you didn't actually have an intro. You started off here, and I'll explain what's wrong with this shortly. But yeah, so you start off already at 173's chamber. There's even more official audio in this than there is in, yeah. And there's 173. Now you might be wondering what's wrong with the camera. So if you guys haven't played LBP, don't worry, it's talking. If you haven't seen, oh, that's me, my jaw popped. If you haven't played LBP 1, 2, or 3, and you don't know what's going on here, LBP, the LBP games are kind of like a side-scroller, kind of platforming kind of game, right? That's what they do best, because the game is 2D. Well, 2.5D, right? So what I did was I essentially tried to break that and make it as 3D as possible. And I'll just kind of walk around a little bit and talk about my history with this kind of stuff, and when I either die or get bored, I will kind of go and show you guys how I made it. That's my special rendition of 096. So yeah, you can see in this game I had a lot more rooms because, well, they were a lot lower resolution in the sense that they ain't caught, look, this is a blank hallway and some floor. I mean, detail-wise, ain't exactly the most impressive. Oh, there's 106. You can kind of hear him. So I still remember like a bunch about this game, and just like in the new one that I'm working on, Site Redacted, yeah, alright. Exits to open doors, so that stayed the same. Let me back away here. Yeah, so this game, I made this, and let me open the door, please. Oh, well, oh, I died. So, yeah, I made this game in like I want to say 2015, 2016, something like that. Let's quit, because I don't want to keep this going for longer than it needs to. Oh, yeah, so, there's a reason why that happened, and can I not leave? Oh, no, what have I done? Will it fix itself, or am I... Yeah, really quickly, I'm gonna cut to when I restart my app, because little thing here is I originally deleted this because I was gonna start working on some projects in LBP to kind of, you know, rekindle that like recently, and I deleted my SCP thing because I'm like, well, no one really plays it, not really popular, right, and it's kind of bad, and I forgot to implement I didn't think I'd die, so I forgot to implement like the level link for restarting or quitting, and so there's this. Will it fix itself? Yeah, I'm probably gonna cut unless it fixes itself fast. I'll give it like a few seconds. Man, what? Damn it! I can still make faces though. That's nice. Okay, we're back. So yeah, my game completely broke there. Yeah, because again, wasn't really planning on actually bringing this up. So, because I realized I deleted it like right before I started recording. But yeah, so yeah, that's the thing. I mentioned how I kind of recently just remembered this, and I literally uploaded all of these just now so I could play the level links, which I didn't really get to use, but whatever, just in case. So really quickly, I'm just gonna show you guys what it looks like from the outside, and maybe you know, show you guys where I started. Now before we continue, just know this was not my first creation by far. So don't be like, whoa, he's making all this crazy stuff. As first, no, nowhere near my first creation. I had many, many bad creations before this. So here's logic. Yeah, this is one more reason why I like Dreams more, because you can actually control where your wires go, and you don't have all of this. Looks pretty bad, doesn't it? Yeah. So basically, this is the character. Now, again, for those of you guys who don't know about LBP being a 2.5D kind of side scroller, this is what the map actually looks like, which you could probably kind of guess from the way the camera was, with it looking down. So in reality, if you were playing just as your Sackboy, little character here, you would just kind of be walking on the ceiling, on the wall, because like this is the floor, right? This tile here is the floor, but in side scroller terms, that's the wall. And this is the floor, the wall is the floor, and the ceiling would be another wall. So as you can see, it's not quite what I tried to make it out to be. But yeah, so that's what it looks like. And this is my very first game, so we kind of, like, you can tell that I had a general idea of what I was making. Like, we have the rooms, I did the measurements and all that stuff to make it work properly. And like small little details, I don't even know what this is. I just kind of like added blocks behind it to make it look like it was something. Too far. That's to create an even shadow over everything. And like, I added the random occurrences, like a guy falling from the ceiling. I didn't want to use a Sackboy because I thought it would look too out of place. This looks even worse, but you know, I tried making something that was like a little, did it again, a little scarier. Didn't exactly succeed in it, but it was an attempt. And like, this is a full game, like not a full game, but it was a pretty, I got pretty far with it. Like, you can go into the maintenance tunnels by going into this elevator here, then you can come back out again, then you can go over here, and you can go into the West Wing. I mean, I actually like had plans for this. Problem was, this was actually one of the reasons why I left gaming for a while. I got really burnt out while making this because there was just so much. I was trying to fight constantly fight the mechanics of LBP. Well, with it being 2.5D, me trying to make it 3D, I was constantly fighting that. I was trying to, I was constantly updating things, so I had to like rework this every single time, and that's just the basic. There's like the movement mechanics, all this stuff. It's really ugly, right? And it's hard to look at. It's laggy. The frame rates drop just looking at this general direction. So it was hard. Now, I'm not saying it was impossible. There are so many creators who've like blown my stuff out of the water, right? Just to make something trivial. Like, you should see some of the stuff on here. But this is where I started, and I thought I'd show you guys because I thought it'd be pretty cool. And everything here is no leveling until you start going to different parts of the map. Like, I literally just had a bunch of little like global setting tweakers here. Basically, they like make the lights go dark, make it look like the lights are going out and then blinking. So yeah, that's it. Like, you have 173, and one cool thing is, so in this game you don't have laser scopes. So I'm sure you guys know about like the zones, right, and the wireless receivers and transmitters. Well, for those of you who haven't had this game, right, who like just jump straight to Dreams, right, maybe heard it from like a friend or like your I don't know, an artist even, right? Well, in this game, we kind of have like an alpha version of that, right? We have tags, and we have, which is also in Dreams, and then we have sensors. So I can actually tag sensors. If I pulled it out, they would be what's that? They would be right here, right? And so you can control kind of like that. You can control like how big its radius, not radius, but the angle, right, at which it detects stuff. You can control its layers. Very simple stuff, right? So if you want to make a square, you wouldn't just choose square option. You'd put 4 and make it a square, right? It was really, it was very janky. With trying to make stuff simple, but you can't. So yeah, and this was like, what was I even getting at? Tag. I saw I got it. Oh yeah, we don't have laser scopes. Yeah. And so for 173, I'm losing my track here because just looking at this stuff is dizzying me. So 173, right? It looks complex, and it kind of is, but basically it just determines, well, where does it go? So like first part is like man 1 and man 2. That's for the intro, right? Attacks him, then attacks him, and the rest of this, which is mainly just like this kind of group right there. Basically it's like, well, does it move? No, because if I didn't have these on, it would just fall. These stop it from moving. Because remember, we're in 2.5D, so this is actually down, not this. So he would just kind of fall against the wall, right? It looked like he'd being pinned up by an invisible force. So yeah, and he didn't actually have any navigation. He just kind of traveled in a straight line. And so the scariest thing about this game is, as a result, in order for him to pose a threat to the player, he would spawn in rooms right next to the player, so he'd have a direct shot to the character at all times. Not at all times, but, kind of randomized, so you have no clue when he's just going to randomly pop up and kill you. And so, yeah, very, very, very unfriendly. That's it. I'm going to stop now. We're already, 11, 12 minutes. I haven't edited this yet, so, who knows where we're at. By editing it, putting these two parts together, the one where my game broke and now. Probably not going to be adding too much more than that. So, yeah, that's just where I started, and, it's just cool kind of seeing, how much progress I've made from this to SCP Site Redacted. It really makes me happy. So, I hope you guys liked this video, although it's a little different. I will go back onto Dreams and post some updates on SCP Site Redacted when I get some more stuff done with it. I've been taking it a little easy, though, for a while now. I'm not gonna, fluff it. I've definitely slowed down. Just kind of been enjoying myself. I guess enjoying this quarantine to the best of my capabilities. And, so I will definitely start working on it shortly. Mainly, getting all the assets out, all the art stuff, that's always a part that I struggle with staying focused on the most, because it's a lot of, meticulous It's a lot of meticulous, like small details I have to put, and let's put that pipe there, and I don't know, it's, you know what, that's a little too red, to kind of make it more green. It's like, it's all this stuff that it's fun to do, but it's not my thing. So it just takes a little time. Don't worry about it. I haven't quit the project. I'm not slowly burning out. I'm burning out, but like not in a bad way. I'm just a little tired. I'll get back on it, but so like don't be worried if why are there plays on this? What? They're not. Okay, that happened fast. All right. So apparently some dude got all the way down here. Oh wait, no, he just used the menu. That's right. Yeah. So as I was saying, don't worry about it. I will definitely get onto SCP Site Redacted and start posting updates when I have something to post. If you guys want me to do some more videos on maybe Logic, I can, because as of right now I'm out of ideas, right? Because I'm not really doing anything video worthy. I just came across this like luckily, so I'm like, that's cool. But if you guys have any ideas, have any questions, then feel free to leave in the comments. Like, say you guys want to know more about the menu system and kind of like what I'm doing to change and make it less, compact, or make it less costly, or like how I added that object in, or how I made the papers, any of that kind of stuff. Just let me know, and I'll do a video on it. Because again, I want to make videos. I just don't have anything to make, so I'm kind of like jumpy. I'm trying to make whatever I can, and I'm considering kind of broadening my aspects a bit to this game on rare occasions like this when I don't have anything, just so I can kind of get something out. So we'll see how it goes. So now I'm done with my long rant. I don't know how I spent 4 minutes talking. That did not feel like 4 minutes, but alright. Yeah, so I'm done. I hope you guys enjoyed, again, a surprisingly long video. And I will see you guys in the next one, which will hopefully be an update. It may or may not. So yeah, we'll find out.